What's up, YouTube? It's Love and Liberty Media. We're right outside Folsom Field. Practice fields behind us. Walking my little guy. We're here for one purpose today, and that's to break down who the trolls, the racists, mudslingers in the comments and online of every CU post. We're gonna break down who they are in this video. We're gonna talk, it's gonna make it so nobody needs to say anything to them anymore. We just need to make videos about the things that really matters. And it does matter for the kids, for the white community, for the black community to know exactly who these people are. Because unlike me, they don't live here. They don't live here. That's the first thing that we gotta talk about, is that these people online do not live in Boulder. Most of them don't live in, not most of them, 9 out of 10 of them do not live in the state of Colorado, let alone Boulder. So, how weird is that? Imagine living someplace like this. Imagine me needing to go on a FSU or a Clemson or a Nebraska website to say horrible things about their coaches and players. Like, a decent person would never do that. So, they don't live here. They're weird because it's not normal. It's not normal to set your notifications and your reminders and troll. I don't want any of the players coming out thinking that I'm like filming them and talking about them and not addressing them. So I'm gonna point the camera in a direction where it looks like I'm just filming a building. This is one of the athletic, it's the indoor football field right there. So I'm gonna point the camera in that direction and continue talking about who these weird online trolls are. They don't live here, and that makes them weird because that's not normal. If you think he's a bad coach and you don't live here, shouldn't that make you happy? Like, shouldn't you be glad that a place that you don't like, people you don't like, have a bad coach? Like, yeah, that should make you happy. It shouldn't make you mad. And those of us who keep up with them know that they never start anything. They never make personal jabs at people. They respond like anybody who's picked on has the right to. If somebody's picking on you, if somebody's starting shit with you, you have the right to clap back until they stop or leave you alone. And, this channel being Love and Liberty, I gotta say, love is not soft or weak. If love sees an innocent person being accosted or bullied, love steps in and grabs the bully by the scruff of the neck until they stop and they teach him a lesson. And that's what we're not really here to do, because most of these people's souls are so committed to evil, they're so committed to being bad people in their hearts, that this message and this truth will never reach them. But this video is more to validate other people in the white community, but really especially the black and African American community, that we see what you're seeing. It is racism. It is wrong. It should be pointed out, and just whether we address them heads on in the comments or whether we just acknowledge amongst each other, amongst good people, who they are. But here's another reason why this video is important and why I wanted to respond to I Smoke Hip Hop at DJ Blessed One, the best one. I agree with 99% of what that man says. But one thing he said on video yesterday is that there's racists on both sides of liberals and conservatives. And that he's calling back to a Malcolm X quote from the 1960s that was spot on, that I agree with, that I know very well. I know where he's coming from. But that was 60 years ago. In 2024, there's nobody voting for Kamala talking crazy about Coach Prime. Maybe criticizing football strategy, you know, liberals voting for Kamala who may think that he doesn't always make the correct coaching call or this and that, but they're not saying clown, circus, joke, all, and then the things that go, we know, way further into left field than that. Things only deplorable human beings would say. And these trolls, 9 out of 10 of them are MAGA. And this is what I have to say to DJ Blessed One, the best one. In 2024, liberals are about empathy, compassion, community building, accountability, integrity, acknowledging systemic justice and racism, and that the United States and white privilege was largely built on the backs of the African American community during slavery, and that we have to do something to address that. So they not like us, DJ Blessed One, the best one, they not like us. Those other racist, code-talking, pearl-clutching, gaslighting trolls are not like us who live here. But we haven't done a good enough job of making videos like this, and you inspired me to do this, so thank you, because it needs to be done. It just needs to be said that people from Mayo Nation, from the white community, see also the coded racism of people like Paul Feinbaum and Sean Keeler, and they just touch the tip of the iceberg. There's so many. But we see them, and we know what they're doing. We know the code. We know the dog whistling. We know that when you call it out, they call you a victim, and that's wrong. And so let me know how we can support. What can we do to help show the youth? Because I grew up in a family where I had uncles who made fun of me for hating Deion Sanders because they were racist. But for me, it only showed me the difference between who he was and who they are. It didn't get me for a second, because I had black best friends that I played football with who I liked better than my uncles, who I knew were better people than my uncles, and I watched Deion and I knew that he never said anything bad about other people. He was simply confident. And that shouldn't trigger normal people. It triggers people with ulterior motives and ulterior issues. So the point of this video is to identify who these trolls are and who they are not. They're white, they're male, it's not females, it's white men who don't live here. So goofy, so weird, disturbingly weird. And they're MAGA, because the gaslighting, the lying, the mudslinging, the pearl clutching, that's who MAGA is. Look at everything they do politically. They gaslight, they pearl clutch, they play the victim in everything. They're scared of a level playing field. They don't like diversity, equity, and inclusion because they feel they can't compete. They need a stacked deck. They need it to be rigged in their favor. But that's not Mayo Nation. That's MAGA Nation. They not like us, DJ Blessed One, the best one. They not like us, my brothers and sisters in the African American community, who support great men of any ethnicity, who spend their time being great fathers and trying to uplift young men and help give them a better life and show them a better way. Good men support that. I'm out here walking my dog. I don't have time to do this in a studio. I stopped here because this is beautiful. I want to emphasize, I walked from my house here. I live here. Everybody here loves Coach Prime. Everybody here thinks we have the best coach in the country. And we don't care what you think about it because we're happy. So why are you mad? We're happy. We live here. We're happy. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Because they not like us. Boulder is one of the most liberal places in the country, but it's not as diverse as we need to be. We need more African American culture here. We have great, strong Latino and Asian culture, but we need more African American culture here. We embrace it. We love it. That's why we're so happy that Coach Prime is here and soaking it in. And we're full of joy for him. But it fills me with rage when I see people trying to take him down, who haven't accomplished anything in their lives, who have nothing but time on their hands to throw mud at people who are better than them, better people, more successful, more loving, more joyous, more charitable. So that's really all I gotta say, man, is that the people who live here, we support Coach Prime. And we want to identify who the racist trolls are. We want to acknowledge our black brothers and sisters who see the coded language, the racism, and get called that they're playing the victims when they just say what they see with their own eyes, with the people starting it trying to make them feel crazy, trying to make them feel like they have a victim mentality when really they're just calling a foul, and calling a foul person. Because racists are foul people, and they not like us. And I look like them. That's why I gotta make this video. I gotta let you know when you see me walking around the city. Because if you live here, you see us all the time. We're walking around everywhere. It's nothing but love for good people. And we will snatch a bully up by the neck when they want to bully a good man. Because that's what you should do. And you should validate your brothers and sisters when they are being victimized and gaslit. I validate what you're seeing. I see it too. It's racism. They don't treat white coaches the same way. They don't hold them to the same standard. It's a double standard. But you know what? Dion is built for this. He ain't new to this. He is true to this. If any man was built to handle this moment and make it into a diamond, it's Coach Prime and Dion Jr. and Shador and Shiloh and Travis. I've been around some great football programs without disclosing my identity and exactly who I am. I've seen some of the best quarterbacks currently playing in the NFL close up for years. And Shador is different. Y'all gonna see. Everybody's gonna see. That's why we're not worried. Like, diamonds are built under pressure. This man just needs time. He's already shown the people watching. They've already seen it. But for the rest of the world, all of us who know what's coming and what he's already doing, who are looking at the yards and the objective stats, y'all gonna see, and it's just gonna keep making you mad unless you decide to stop being horrible people. And you don't have to like somebody to respect somebody. You don't even have to respect somebody to say they're a good player and a good coach. But you do have to be crazy to say that a program that is now must-see TV every game they play. Every game that they play is prime time. 2 years ago, nobody in the city cared about what was going on in the stadium. None of us, because we just knew it was L's. Nobody cares. It's sad. It just makes you hurt. And now it's the opposite. Now we're full of joy. We're happy to have Coach Prime. If you think we're stupid, then why are you mad? If you think we're wrong for being happy to have Coach Prime, then why are you mad? All right, it's love, it's liberty. We outside. Let's go Buffs.